Good evening, everybody. This is Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. Hey, Days, everybody coming in here. Welcome. Good evening. It's only about 11 minutes after. We'll be on here towards around 1 a.m. and we'll be signing off at 1 a.m. Grateful of love, everybody. Julie Harrington, everybody, welcome to another edition of Encounters. So I'm looking at my shows I've downloaded that are downloaded after their broadcast on TikTok. Now, on my iPad, I should say, I tried to download the shows, and on the thing, it's saying that they're not available, which is really weird. So I had to send an email to TikTok tonight and say, I can't I see the shows that I recorded downloaded in the screen on the live stuff that I did. You get to see that when you're doing your show, it's recorded, and then you see it on the lives that you did. There's a thing called live recordings or whatever. So normally I can download them, but tonight every show, there's like 4 of them that need to get onto my YouTube channel. I could not even download them. It said they were no longer available. So I had to email TikTok because the show visually is showing that it's available, but when I download it, it's not. So we've got some weird stuff happening. I don't know when that happened because I've been up until before last night, I was able to download all the shows and put them on my YouTube channel. So that's pretty weird. So I had to message them tonight and email them to let them know, have their tech department check out what's happening. Star Knowledge, good to see you, brother. Half Pint, good to see you. So now I can't even download my TikTok shows. Download them from here and then transfer them over to my YouTube channel. I tried every one of the shows, including last night's show, and I can't even download it. It says not available. How could that be? How could it not be available when I have it recorded by TikTok automatically? The downloads have been working up until the other night. I got home tonight, tried to download the shows to go on YouTube. I can't even do that. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm reaching out to TikTok to help technically fix it. Hey, good to see you. Good evening, everybody. And we're going to have a good show tonight. This show, once this show's over, it will go into live recordings live recordings, what they call it. Live recordings on TikTok after your show's over is seen automatically. Then you have to, if you want to download it, you can download it. But I tried to download it. These other 2-3 shows, they're not downloading. TikTok's saying they're no longer available. How could that be even possible? What do you mean, did I update the app? No. How do you do that? I don't think that's going to make a difference. If I update the app, will my shows be available to download? That's kind of weird. Do I have to update my app? I don't think that's going to make a difference on the recordings. Yeah, but you had to. Well, did people have to update their applications here? Really? I don't. Okay, so is that the reason why it's yeah? But it updates all the time. So why would I? Again, there's a thing called live recordings. So I don't think it has anything to do with updating the app. It has to do with the fact that TikTok says live recording not available. No, I'm going to wait till I hear back from TikTok about this. I have to figure that. I have to, I am holding steady until I know what they tell me. I don't want to press something and end up messing something else up. You know what I mean? It interrupts your functions. Yeah, so I'm just going to patiently wait, and hopefully in 24 hours they'll email me or message me and tell me that they're going to fix it. Because I'm pretty sure they can fix it on their end. Anyway, so if you don't see any new shows on my YouTube channel, it's because this thing is happening. Yeah, it just updated, yeah. Yep. So that's the story on the technical things. If you're not seeing any new updates on my YouTube channel, yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll. Well, basically, I have shows that are live recordings. So when you do a live, at the end of your live, it goes to a thing called live recordings. And then it's live events, live recording. Live recordings are the shows that recorded and are now waiting for you to review. Now, on live recordings, you are able to do a thing called download. Once you download the recordings, you're able to share them with people on Facebook or wherever you want to share them to. For me, I should put them on my YouTube channel. Tonight, I'm not able to do that. It says the live recordings are not available. So they're there somewhere, but they're not available. Kind of crazy. You know? Hey, good to see everybody here. So we're going to have a good show tonight. This will get on my live recording thing after the show's over, and we'll see what happens in 24 hours if I'm able to download the rest of these shows. We'll see what happens. It'd be a bummer if these things cannot be transferred and they'd end up disappearing. Hey, Joan, good to see you. Hey, Leslie, good to see you. Jeff, Pruitt, everybody coming in here, welcome to the show. It could be a glitch. I'm thinking it could be a TikTok glitch. I don't know. I have to talk to other people that have live recordings if they're having a glitch problem too. It could be tomorrow the thing will work fine. It could be a glitch. That would be the hope that I have. So it could be a glitchy thing. You know, I'm sure things do get kind of glitchy, you know. But anyway, it's good to be here. Good to see everybody here. Yeah, I think it does happen, Eddie, you know. But we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens in the morning when I get up and we try it again. Greetings from Gia. Hey, Joan. Joan Elliott, good to see you. April, welcome to the show. Sean, everybody out there. Had a good show last night. We're going to have a good show tonight. We have no idea, as usual, what's going to happen here. You know, but it's good to see everybody here. Betty Lou, Observer. Jenny, hey, Jenny. Leslie, everybody coming here. Loretta, Believe, good to see you. Loretta, everybody in there. I'm drinking water tonight. The reason why I'm drinking water, which, you know, I say, I'm going to bring Eddie up. I actually restarted my iPad, which is where I download everything onto my YouTube, and it still did it. So we'll see what happens. I've reached out to TikTok, and in their messaging thing here, report a problem or whatever, and I also have an email that is live email, so hopefully it'll work. Hey, Amster. Hey, JA74. Now I'm going to bring up my friend Eddie, and Eddie is with the Star Knowledge conferences throughout the country. He is very knowledgeable. We've been friends for as long as I've been on TikTok to know him, and we're going to bring him up right now as our first guest. If you've never heard Eddie speak and bring his knowledge and information here, you will get to hear a wonderful person here on Encounters. So welcome to the show. I like using these different backgrounds. I'll be doing different types of spacey backgrounds that I think are appropriate to the energies. And yeah, so let's do it. Let's see what happens here. Now this is going to be interesting. Now, you know what's really funny? Eddie's right here, and it's saying there's a guest waiting to come on. But Eddie's right here. Eddie's here, but it says I have to bring him on. He's already on here. This is pretty weird.
I haven't cut down my hair yet, so I'm getting a little poofy patch.
Let me get. I did.
What happened? Oh,
I'm here now.
there we are.
You can hear me too, right?
It's a it's
Oh
a
yeah,
little.
okay. My ear pod's working. I'm starting to think everything's falling apart, but it's not. You see me, correct?
I can see you. Can you
Okay, I
hear
can
me?
see you too. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. All
And
right,
it
cool.
still says you're waiting to come on live. Let me see what that's all about.
Oh, weird. It's
Yeah,
glitchy.
actually, no, it shows that we're live together. Okay, that's pretty weird, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's just the app, I think. I think there's, energetically there's a lot going on, which is why I was like I gotta talk to you tonight because I haven't even told my fiance about it yet. Um, but I went and laid down earlier and I took a nap and I don't know because I watch a lot of Gaia TV and Ancient Aliens and stuff, but I mean just I've been flooded with a lot of information, and one of the things that's been coming up, which is really, I gotta say, well, okay, I'll tell you what happened. We did some stuff around the house, and then I took a nap. And I was like, I
Yeah.
need to take a nap. I need to rest. And so I took a nap, and I had this vivid, beautiful dream. And because one of the things that we just bought this place, and it's on 3 acres, and I have an ice bath, and I have, we have all these different blenders, and we have an apothecary. So we're really learning how to to fine tune the body, and
Mm.
breathing techniques. I want to do Wim Hof breathing, and so I had this dream, and this was today. So I had this dream that I was um, talking to a bunch of people, and there was something that was going on with these people that they were they just it was like they didn't feel good about themselves or something, and it was just, and I finally, it was just like, okay, I've heard enough, and I was like, one of our biggest problems, guys, is that we don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves, and I want to tell you about me and what I know about me. And I never say this in like real life because I don't
Right.
know, right? And I said, I am from the Pleiades. Jesus was from the Pleiades. Jesus' name was Emmanuel, and he was the angel that came in the story. He's the one that came to um, what's her name, Mary, and said that Jesus was going to be born. But it was Jesus. That was Emmanuel was Jesus. When he was born, then she gave him her uh, family's name. But I said I'm from the Pleiades, and it started. Something happened where I was talking about this power within, and then there was certain people that were there that it was almost like they were waiting for me.
Oh, wow.
And so I put my hands out and I said, we are the light. We are the light. You have to understand that we are that light. And somebody came up to me, and when they were smiling, this a bunch of people were coming up to me, and then they touched me. And when they touched me, these blue lights started coming out of my hands. And I said, that's it, guys. We see, you activated me more. And this is it right here. My hands are
Yeah.
just like there's blue stream shooting out of my hands. And I was like, and everybody else that was watching that didn't believe, all of a sudden now they were like, oh, I get it. And I said, yeah, see, this is it. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to understand there's something within us that is opening and awakening.
Yeah.
When we take those steps, then everything's going to change. And you know, you don't talk about politics, and I'm not going to talk about politics. It's more like, let's fly higher than talking about like politics or religion or spooky stuff,
Yeah.
and because it's important that we do that. It's important that we are not focused on the smaller 3D vibration of things that are that make us not feel good. It's
Yeah.
more important to focus on our journey and on our evolution. We call it evolution, but there's a growth that's happening. And
Oh yeah.
I was so like, and then you came on right now. You popped up. You know, you always pop up on my, and it says that you were on. And I was like, I got to tell him the story. I have to tell him the story because I just, it really, that dream just inspired me even more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and isn't it interesting, Eddie, how dreams can be the thing, like I said, the cosmic dream, and then the regular dream where a marshmallow is floating near an ice cream cone. Then there's a
right.
dream that has more intense meaning, which is what you just expressed. There's a message there. There's a meaning there. So it's a real thing, and there's a real dream, and then there's the dreams that are just kind of funny with the marshmallow, the whipped cream, and whatever going on. Your dream had more of a message for you, and probably not just for you, but a message to translate in the dream to people that are here.
Absolutely. You know,
I think
we
so.
forget. We've just forgotten that we've individually as souls that are countless amongst the stars that we've traveled and we've been so many things in what we call flesh,
Hmm.
in a suit, in a in a container,
Yeah.
uh, and so many different times in so many different ways that, but we've forgotten all of it because we've done so many things so many times, and
Mm.
it's this the part of the journey I feel these days for humanity is that remembrance because we're going to remember regardless,
Yeah.
you know.
The memory's got to come back. It's been suppressed because we live on a planet where initially as babies, before we could say gaga goo goo, we came into this baby form from off planet from our origins of where we were when we were adult as a space being. Now we're a baby going gaga goo goo, trying to speak in words, and then our Earth parents are teaching us how to do this because they did the same thing, the gaga goo goo. They grew up and their parents did the same thing with the Gaga Goo Goo, but everybody got programmed to forget who they were because of the Gaga Goo Goo. It
Right.
started with that. That's
Yeah.
where it started. That was the origin of forgetfulness.
Yeah.
And then, it's kind of funny, but it's true. As we got older, we were able to draw pictures and create, little kids can create drawings and be free to draw. And then as they got older, that faded out because now they had to get into the textbook. Now they had
Hmm.
to be programmed. Now they had to learn how to survive. And then on this
Everything
planet,
became literal.
yeah, basically,
Yeah, including parable, because a lot of our ancient knowledge is parable. It's stories that are put into parable form to remind us and to help us remember the lessons, to help us remember the things within us. And then we
yeah,
turn it into science and religion. And yeah, it's we've learned a lot from it, but it's also set us back.
yeah. And we learned what we learned here, folks. And this is Encounters, my friend Eddie with the Star Knowledge Conference. What we've learned here, and I think we can all admit it, that we all went through it. No matter what decade you were born, you were one of those Gaga Goo Goo babies that were there, and when you came here, before you were programmed, you had a fresh memory. You were able to see all the dimensional realities as a little baby. You were able to see things that the adults couldn't see because you were still freshly in this human body. But as you got older, you were taught how to forget everything you were able to know. And as you get older, when you forget everything you know, then you have to try to remember at some point what that is that you forgot. So as we get older, and if you were able to break out of the mode, which many of you did here, many of you who've waken up to the reality that you're more than just this person having kids in your home. Maybe some of you have kids, some of you don't. Maybe you're divorced, maybe you're not divorced, maybe you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You live in this reality where now you're waking up. That's why you're in this room encounters, this show, because there's your inner consciousness, not your brain. The brain is the thing that was programmed to set things in a certain way. The higher frequency, the higher self, which we talk about in general, does exist. The higher self took over and said, "Wait a minute, brain, I need to let this person know that they're more than just a brain with like a computerized memory of what they learned in high school or whatever." So, when we look at that whole thing, we get to go back to the Gaga Goo Goo experience as an adult, but then we get to go back to being a consciously awakened adult who remembers that they had a star family, that they came from another planet, that they are not from Earth. And when you remember that you're not from this planet, when you remember the very vital things that are important, that is, not to get caught up in this, what we call world, then you are free to explore those other realms that you have forgotten about, you know?
Easily.
Yeah. And we forget about the fact that that there's other realms. When you get fully awakened, sometimes it's hard to be living on Earth. Let me tell you, I've had those days. I'm sure you have, and I'm sure many of you out there have. There are days when you say, "Man, why did I decide to come here?" Like, why did I decide to get here? Why am I here? Why am I now having to do what I'm doing? Why is it that I am, experiencing all these things on Earth? Why is it that I'm staying here? Why didn't I just like say I didn't want to come to Earth? Why didn't I just stay on the spaceship traveling the universe and not be so wanting to come here and volunteer to be on this planet for all these things that I've been seeing here, everything I've been, dealing with,
Mhm.
Why? Does anyone ever ask that question of yourselves watching the show? Why did I come here? That's a great topic. Why am I here? Why did I come here? What's my purpose here? What am I doing here? Man, I have a brother that doesn't believe me. I have a mother that doesn't believe me. I'm isolated in my house. I'm 30 years old, or I'm 5 years old. I'm awakened as a space person, but I can't tell my father and mother anything because they'll laugh at me. Or they think that, what kind of child did we bring into this world?
Oh
Right?
yeah.
It happens. It's a reality. I'm not saying it happens across the board, but it is some sort of a reality. And I think we can all admit that we've been through it in one way or another, either a friend, a stranger, somebody, a family member, a cousin. We've all been through that extraordinary experience of like having to say, "Oh, well, I got to keep it quiet. No one can know what I know because they're going to laugh at me, or they're not." I think we're past that point in time in 2025, over 30 years or even 70 years or whatever. I think we are past that point. Although there are parents, you might have some in your family that think it's, not real, but just wait. You're the one who's going to be the teacher of that cousin or relative. You're the one who has that knowledge, and if who cares if they don't believe it? The more you talk about it in your family, yeah, let them get a little bit nervous and upset about it. You got to bust their matrix. You might as well do it to your grandfather, your grandmother, your mom, your dad. Bust the matrix, everybody. Get in there. Tell it the way it is. Speak your truth. Be who you are. You're going to be much more happier being who you are than trying to fit into a society that you're not really a part of.
Yeah.
Because we're really not a
Right.
part of it. We're here, but we're not really a part of it.
I want to show you this is how far um, what I've learned from the star knowledge. This is how far, if I was to show any of my family anything and try to explain it even in logical terms,
Yeah,
how insane I am for trying to help make them understand something that they couldn't even process, right? So I'll show
yeah.
you the first card. So it's
Oh, wow.
Krishna card. So it's the spiritual law of man, spiritual freedom of man invokes the karmic path or the dharmic path, right? So, um, and it's you see at the top it says yang, like yin and yang,
Mm,
which means that that's the uh, masculine, right? Because the yin is in is feminine. So it has a masculine, which means that it's action, right? So when you read from the book and you read about the Krishna and what you're supposed to do, it'll tell you um, a certain behavior or something, which is actually a certain resonance that helps to
hmm
guide you to your dharmic path, right? And then there's the symbol that's part of that as well. So we have the symbol, and then this is what we do is we circle it 3 times to
Yeah.
invoke a symbol, which this is actually a point because these come from the star people. This is one of the symbols.
Oh wow.
So what ended up happening in order to get the information of how the symbol is associated with Krishna and all of this, they had to go into ceremonies all over the United States, and they had children come in to see if they could get the information, and some children did. They brought the information and they went to different medicine people, and then it was brought in that way. They did a lot of recording. Like
Oh
Silver
wow.
Star, she always wants to share with me, like, oh, we went here, we went over here, we invoked the spiritual law of this or
Hmm.
and I'm like, wow. I mean, she's in her 70s, so she's been a part of this since the beginning.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so I mean, there's all of these different cards. That's the Chanupa, that's the pipe, and then Buddha.
Oh, interesting.
These are the different symbols that we use, and we use them during different times of the year, right? So that one's backwards compared to the other one. So it's faced west
Oh,
instead
okay.
of east. Yeah. So yeah, and it's crazy because like when you look at them, when I first got started doing this, I was like, okay, so you're using Buddha and Maitreya and Orion and all these names that everybody knows and Archangel Michael. Like, okay, so I'm just supposed to believe you um because you're using names that people know, like
Yeah.
and so I really started. I said, I'm gonna give it a chance, and then I started doing the work, and I was like, oh, did you see the Orion Master?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
Orion. Orion's like, I'm Orion. You know, so we started I started traveling when I was traveling with him, and then doing all the work during different months of the year
Oh
and
wow.
different symbols and different moons and different, full moon, half moon, quarter moon. Uh, and then we would invoke these symbols, and then we would, I literally have to do whatever it said, whether it's, because the yin is more of the inward. So it's, like whatever the lesson is, it's contemplative,
Yeah.
right? And then so the ones that are yang, those are action. So that's something that you need to do, whether it's, it's a like gestures of kindness or laughter or um, compassion. It just, you actually have to do it during those times to keep those portals open. And what they said was it activates part of yourself that stays with you throughout the whole year. And I'm like, okay, well, and I'm like, so what's the point? And if you can do it steady for 1 year, it fully activates it keeps you in full alignment and brings you to new levels. And I was like, wow. To me, it just sounded like another process.
Yeah.
But from what I know, all processes are like, they're good processes, but this is like, the complete thing that actually it works for everyone. But
Yeah.
the ultimate goal is, when we get there and we are able to activate certain parts of our bodies, is the new transmissions that come in when we're there, the new
Yeah.
information that comes in, and that's the importance of a spiritual path, right? Or that's the importance of um, becoming a higher vibrational being as a human being, is so we can communicate with other dimensions and other beings from other worlds, and but we won't know until we do the work.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're speculators,
Yeah.
and
We
that's all
are.
we can do is speculate until we go, okay, I'm gonna start that walk and see what happens.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? We can speculate, and that gets a discussion happening through speculation. But if we do the work, we're one step closer to making that a reality. If we,
Absolutely.
and that's a free choice. That's a choice that we all have to make, right? Say, I want you to do the work. Well, if you don't want to do it,
Yeah.
you don't have to do it. But if you want to do it, it'll be worth doing, right? So if people get into the point of doing the work, like if you focus on your meditation, if you focus on really wanting to tell your star family that you really want to see them, if they hear that strong enough, they will appear where you are. But you have to believe that you want to do that. I think sometimes, we say, oh, I want to meet my star family. I'd like to meet them. But is there a conviction in your heart that you really want to do it, or are you just saying, oh, I'd like to meet them? Oh, come on, Star Family, show up, will you? I've been
Yeah,
waiting for like 5 years now. You show up, well, then, they might get a little bit of your message through space. But if you don't mean it, right, Leslie, set the intention. So if we set an intention, Leslie's right on the money. We set the intention, then we have the reality that can happen. And it might not happen the first day or the first night or the first week. But if we keep on pushing the intention out there in the universe, our star families are going to hear our intentions. And if we are really serious about it, it might start with a spaceship over your location, and that might happen regularly. And then you start seeing the spaceship and you're feeling this energy that's really cool. And then the next thing you know, you're having, they want to start slowly showing you themselves. They can, just like be outside your house, walking around in the distance. And then they're slowly getting closer and closer, inch by inch, to where they're almost right at your doorbell, right at your window. And that's at the point where you have to decide: are you going to be afraid to meet them, or are you going to close the blinds and not look? You could do
absolutely.
that. You can close the blinds, right, Eddie? Or
Absolutely.
you can choose to open the blinds and look at each other and
Yeah,
say,
it's a
"Oh,
choice. I mean, we can get caught up in the fear based world that is, what I was saying earlier is I feel like all of the fear based stuff that everybody's talking about,
mm-hmm,
um, for me it motivates me. It motivates me more to stay on the path, to stay um, and do the things that I know are going to be a benefit for myself, a benefit for the people around me. Because I've had the visions of the benefits, and I'm like,
yeah,
well, and I'm close because I've done a lot of really cool things with telekinesis, with psychic projection, uh, being able to manifest. Piece of cake for me now. A piece of cake. I can manifest anything, and I know the process. So I'm like, this is so. I'm. It's getting stronger because I continue to practice.
yeah,
But the and then moving winds and waters and all this stuff. I'm still getting more and more involved in doing things on the physical, and I want to strengthen that. I want to
yeah,
strengthen it to the point where, I mean, like, you know, I am literally like can summon the wind, and it can lift me up in the sky, and I can fly around in a
yeah.
tornado or whatever. However it works, I don't know yet.
You don't know
But
yet.
but I know we can do it.
Yeah,
With the dreams and the visions that I've had, um, I'm starting to understand more and more, and so I feel that the more and more that I
mm-hmm,
focus on these vibrations and these visions,
yeah,
that they want to keep feeding me. They want to keep giving me more, and it's not like a self like or like a like they're not trying to inspire me. They're just
right.
saying you're right. You're right. There is more, and we're going to show you what more there is that we are capable of doing. And I'm like, well, I'm patient,
Yeah, you're patient. You just
and
inspired me here with an idea in discussing this. I'm going to say, I think tomorrow night I'm going to do this. I think we'll do it a little bit tonight. I just got inspired to see if we can get everybody all over the world to do this right now. We can do this is an inspiration just from our talking. My cosmic light bulb went on. How would we all like to really be convicted tonight? I don't mean we're convicts, convicted. We're not convicts, but we can be convicted. What does that definition mean? Convicted is that we are so strongly convicted in what we know that we can make it a reality right now, right here on this show. So this is going to be interesting because this just came to my consciousness. I believe, not just believe, I feel strongly that I have not done enough to be convicted. You know, all the years of what I know, what I've seen, I know that if we all choose to truly believe that we can have contact with our star family, it can happen right here, right now, just like the people that are able to stand out in LA somewhere and they can vector and they can summon spaceships of light to appear in the skies above them. How does that happen? How are those people able to do that? Because they're convicted in that they know they can do that, that they've realized that they've have the ability to do that, but the ability was dormant for many years. Whatever that person was, I've seen a few of them on YouTube. Some of these people over the years that have actually summoned spaceships in the daytime over locations and in a desert area or whatever, they've done that. Now, if you think about the fact that a person can summon spaceships just by consciousness, don't you think that we hear everybody watching Encounters that if we do this right now, just and I'll do a whole thing of it tomorrow night, that we can act. Actually, what's today? Today's Thursday. That uh, we can actually manifest it. I think we can manifest it. I think that if we sit here right now and really speak loudly in our consciousness, and we all say the same thing, that we would like to have our star family give us some sign that they're here. We would like our star family to appear. Now, if my star family, my father or somebody decided to show up here, I'd be very amazed, but I'd be very happy. I'm not saying they're going to do that, but I know they're watching the show here. So I think this would be very interesting to do. Now, I don't care if you're in a living room, in a bedroom. I don't care if wherever you are. It doesn't matter. But I'm really inspired by something you just said here that just like activated something in me to say, Commander, we can do this. All of us. We can all do this on the show tonight. We can manifest a reality of contacting our star family. The one thing I'm getting here is turn the brain off. Don't doubt that you can do it. Your brain's going to doubt you can do this. Your brain's going to tell you you can't do this. Boy, am I amped up right now. The brain's going to tell you, everybody, no matter where you are on the planet, that, oh, this can't be done. There's no way you can do this. There's no way you can manifest and be convicted to bring in your star family into the visions of your consciousness or even into your physical room. There's no way you can do it, right? No, that's not true. We have always had the ability to do it. We have forgotten who we are. You see, when we were in space, we were able to go anywhere we wanted, travel the universe, go to any dimension we wanted, any planet we wanted. We live on here, so we're trying to figure out how to get back to that consciousness when it's already within us, right? We just forgot how to do it. We just forgot how to do it, brothers and sisters. So we're going to do this here. If you're not watching the show right now, come on in here because I'm going to show you that we can do it. Now, this is, again, I say always an experiment. You know, always an experiment. That's right. Hey, Yaya, good to see you, sister. So we're going to collectively do this together. We're going to go for it. You want to join us in on TikTok, whoever you are out there, and you're interested in this stuff, you might want to come in here and hang out with us for a little bit. You might want to just stick around for a little bit because now things are going to get good. Okay? We have 184 people. Normally we have a couple hundred, but I think there's stuff going on with TikTok lately and it's just kind of weird. But anyway, regardless of who we have here, we're going to do it. You know? So let's do this thing. How many people, I want to know how many of you feel that you are able to do this without question, without your mind telling you you can't do it. Are you willing to step forward and do it? How many people want to do this? Let's see what happens. You know, I have a feeling something will happen in my location, as weird things always do, but this would be kind of interesting. So we're going to do this thing, and I'm going to conduct here this live here. We're going to do this thing. Your host, I have Eddie here. What better person to be on the other part of it with the star knowledge and his experiences. So together, we're going to collectively do this thing right now in Encounters. And if you're not here, I can't tell you to be here. If you
Give me
come
one
here,
second. I'm gonna grab a friend. 1 second.
okay, he's going to grab a friend. This is interesting. He's grabbing a friend. If you're on here right now, I am so amped up right now. I'm ready to do this thing. Because what we're going to do on this thing, no one's doing anything on TikTok like this. We're going to do it on this thing. Oh yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool. Absolutely. That's really cool energy there. So we're going to do this thing. Since you have your friend, I'm going to get one of my friends here. I got my friend right here. He's got his friend right there. We're going to do this thing. Okay? Look at that. We're going to bring all our friends here. All right? All our friends are here. Now I'm going to put this back down because. So what we're going to do tonight is something that just because Eddie just inspired me earlier with something he said that just, oh, wait a minute. It like activated something in me. It's just like an activation when you're talking to somebody. We're going to manifest what we really want. We're going to manifest it, everybody. We're going to manifest this thing because I'm going to bring out my true feelings. I mean, my true feelings always come out. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to speak within my truth, consciously, telepathically. I'm going to speak within my truth outwardly. I want all of you to do this. Now, if you have people sleeping in your house, don't go yelling it out because you don't want to wake your wife or your husband, whatever, your boyfriend, girlfriend, or your baby. But we're going to speak some truth here. We're going to go here and go for the gusto, the cosmic gusto. You know what that is? We're going to right now get yourself all amped up, clear your consciousness, clear your mind, turn your mind off. Just turn the thing off, right? Okay, let me turn my mind off here. I have a little key to mind. Mind is off. Sorry, you all by yourself? Okay. So let's do this thing. Let's all breathe. Let's all collectively breathe. Those coming in, please join all the TikTokers who are interested in this stuff. Come on in here. Invite your friends to come in here and explain to them what's happening. Okay? We're going to do this thing right now. I really want to say this. I am a Christed being of light. My name is CmdrAleon. Say who you are. Say it where you are, who you are. With conviction, say who you are. For me, I am CmdrAleon of the Ashtar Command. I am here on Earth. I'm here on mission. It's been a long time waiting. I want some sign of my cosmic family to communicate with me. I know you can hear me. I know you're out there. I'm right here. And I want everybody to focus on their cosmic family. And if you're not sure who they are, just say you wish to connect with your cosmic Christed star family. You can just say it that way. We're going to manifest this thing. We're going to do this thing. We're going to make it happen. And we're going to do it together, collectively. Tomorrow night, I'm going to do a whole show about this. But now we're going to manifest it. Hey, Chesno, you're coming just in time. I'm going to do something I've noted on this show before for the time I've been on here. Tomorrow night, I'm going to get really prepared and into it. So what we're going to do tonight, if you come in here, we're going to do something nobody on TikTok is doing. We're going to be convicted to connect with our star family out there in space. I want everyone to connect. I want to see everybody have equal connection. Your star family might be Arcturian, you might be Palladian, whatever it is, doesn't matter. But we're going to do this thing, aren't we? We're going to make it happen, aren't we? We know we can do this. So let's do it.
Oh, you're not going to miss it.
Take a deep breath. Say again?
Oh, I said you're not going to miss it, Daniel. You're here.
Yeah, you're not missing anything. You just got here. You're not missing anything, everybody. So take a deep breath in with the commander. Breathe out your nostrils a few times. Relax yourself. And again, this is an experiment, so we'll see what happens. But you have to let go. You have to let go of all the things you believe in. No doubt. There has to be no doubt in your consciousness because we're going to do this thing together. And I'm going to do it out here. I'm going to say right now, I want my star family to at least tell me they're here. I want my star family on the spaceship to tell me they're here. I know you can hear me. I know you can see me. And you can ask for your own star families if you know who they are. You can ask for your own star families. Yeah, it's a galactic connection, a cosmos connection. We can do this thing. We can do it together. I know there's some people that want to come up here, and I know who they are. So let's see here. And I'll bring them up here. They can join us on here. I'm going to bring both of them up. And I want everyone to get focused. I want everyone to get focused out there all over the world right now. Because what we're doing here is very spontaneous. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Maddie. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey.
Good to have you both here joining us. This is like going to be a really wild thing. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm really at the point now where we can call on our star family, and with conviction, we can make contact with them.
I'm gonna turn on my camera because there's an orb right outside my house. Maybe it will flash
Okay.
or something for you guys.
Oh, good.
We'll see how it reacts to the calling.
You know, I know there's a reason why everything happens, you know. I'm pretty sure I know there's a reason for everything that's happening here. And let's see. So right now we're doing, if you're just coming in here, we're going to experiment with contacting our star family all over the place. Maddie's going outside. She has an orb outside. She's going to see what happens if it responds to what we're doing. That's a beautiful thing.
This is a really cool idea.
How do I zoom in?
On TikTok, I don't know if your camera will zoom in because of the way their cameras are. You have your camera, but TikTok doesn't have a zoom thing, I don't think. But as you're doing that, you can call on that that space orb to come closer. You can do that through consciousness. While we're doing this, just say internally, I wish you to come closer to the screen. And maybe it'll appear closer while we're doing this thing. And actually, I think we can all call on the orb to come closer. You know, the energy of that orb come closer to where she is. Everything is consciousness, you know? Everything is consciousness. So we are consciously, collectively calling on our, let's all do this collectively right now in unison. I call on our cosmic star families to appear where we live. Christed star families to appear with us. To manifest yourselves physically in our room, in our space. We call on you to join us in love and light, to be here with us. We call on you to participate with us. We want you to be here with us. Our intentions are to bring love and share our love for each other. I know you can hear us. I know you're there. So please come here. Please join us, won't you? Please allow yourselves to appear here now. And as you come to us, whether you come to a person living in a condo, a log cabin, a house, when you appear to that person, please physically manifest yourself so they can see you, so they can actually express their love for you and your love for them. Please do this. Please make this happen for them and for you. I call on our cosmic star family because I know you're there and I know you can hear us wherever we are. You're not that far. No, you're not that far. You can see us, you can understand us, and we're not that far. So please come and visit the many that are here now. Please come and show them and converse with them telepathically so they know that you care about them and they care about you. Let this be true. Let this be now. Let this happen here. Let this be too.
And so it is.
you know, and we really need to focus. So the most important thing you can do is not chatter so much, but focus, focus, focus. Turn the brain off. Focus on your star family, whoever they are, right now. Close your eyes and focus on space.
I was just
Focus
gonna say
on
there's a really rainbow one off to the side if you would like to focus on that one, but it's above the street lamp. Do you want to
it.
try?
Is, yeah, we can try to do that. I'm going to do something here for a minute.
Do you see it?
I just expanded your camera so that people can look at the camera as we're doing
There's that
this.
one, and then there's that one. And yeah, there's other ones, but they're even smaller and harder to see.
Oh, okay.
So I can maybe try to get closer, but I have a lot of neighbors and I feel like it would look weird.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to, make it too obvious, I think. But as we're doing this, as Maddie's doing this, let us all focus as she's doing some beautiful work out where she is, and let us focus on the ability to contact. Like I said, tomorrow night, I'll be more organized with this, but we're experimenting with this. Let us all focus. Let us all go within and just call on our star family. I would love to see members of my star family give me a sign that they're here. I'd love them to come here and say hello. Leslie's saying, Maddie, where are you located?
Montana?
Montana. She's in beautiful Montana.
I'm really sorry you guys can't see it up close. It's when you zoom in on it, it's rainbow and there's little geometric shapes in the middle. Yeah, you can even from all the way back here, it will blink brighter if you ask it a yes or no question sometimes.
Will it come closer if you ask it?
What was that?
Will it come
Jenny's
closer
saying,
if you ask it to?
yeah, she's saying it would come closer if you ask it.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
I said, will it come closer to you if you ask it to?
That's the thing, like, it might, but I get so, like, embarrassed thinking, like, look at how many neighbors I have. It's a whole
Oh, don't
loop
get
of...
embarrassed. The thing you should, well, you can be embarrassed if you want to, but don't worry about your neighbors. Forget the neighbors even are there. You evidently have a connection with those intelligences. Yeah, why don't you just ask it to come closer?
Okay, I actually named this one. Its name is Lala. And, I will ask it to come closer. I don't know if it will, but I can
Yeah.
ask it to.
And as she's doing that, let's focus on our space families. Let's focus on this experiment as well to bring in those space people from the Pleiades, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, and others, the Syrians, and others that are out there in space that you have had somewhat of a dream state connection to. Maybe some of you have had a reality state of, actually reaching out and having those contacts. We have 228, 230 people out here. And if you're just coming in here, we have the power, if we're willing to do it collectively, we have the power right now to manifest contact with our star families. Every one of you, from the beginning person to the more advanced understanding person, everybody equally has that ability if we turn on the cosmic switch within us. We have that ability and that power. And let's see here. And we're going to add another person to our beautiful experiment tonight. And this is an experiment to contact our star family. Hey, Liz, how you doing?
Good. Okay, so hold on. I'm trying to turn off the lights, and it's kind of loud, so I'm going to mute myself. But hold on. I'm trying to turn off the... There we go. That'll help. But this is really cool. So right when he started talking, and it's just been getting... Oh, I hope it shows up, though. It's just been getting brighter, and I'm getting more shapes.
Oh, let me do this. I got to put you on the screen for a minute. I'm gonna switch over.
And I know there's light refraction and whatnot, but this is
Right,
what I'm
there is.
looking at right here. That's
Uh,
that's not
right. Oh,
light.
that's interesting.
Yeah, and there's this face type thing, and you know it's funny. I do have energy that shows up here quite a bit, but I mean it's just still getting brighter. I'm not touching or moving the camera, and I mean it was just absolutely fascinating. And this, yeah, look, it just changed again. If I
All right.
zoom,
So you're talking about that bright, like sort of fluorescent light in the center there,
yeah,
and it looks
yes.
like a line or a beam of light coming down towards it. It could be. Is that a reflection?
Yeah, I mean, this is like, I guess, refraction. I've seen it
That's
before.
refraction. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
refraction.
yep. But what's interesting is I'm getting more and more colors as this thing in the center is showing up.
Mm.
And I
Now,
don't know
did
if,
that start? Did that start happening, Lizzie, when we started doing this?
yeah, literally the second I wrote in the chat, I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, like it literally, I watched it happen, and then I raised my hand. And look, it's still changing.
Oh wow! You can see it's moving, like a changing form of energy.
Super interesting because I wish you guys could see this light too. I don't know if you guys are noticing, but it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter.
That light there, is that coming from it looks like there's a light underneath it, like a real light, like a is there a light post there or something?
Yeah, well, my porch light, but it's still like the light itself is literally like reacting ever since you started talking, and it's
Really?
oh, and I don't know if you
What,
guys can hear the tapping. Listen. Oh, now I mentioned it, now it's slowing down, but
what's that noise we hear?
that's tapping.
Okay, was that tapping happening before we started doing this?
So I hear it every once in a while, and we did have rain this evening, but no, this tapping's different where it's kind of like, it's very erratic. It's not raining right now. It hasn't actually rained for a long time. Actually, pretty much everything's dry out there, but the tapping, it actually unnerves me sometimes. I don't.
Okay. So as we're doing this experiment, and we're going to really get heavy into it tomorrow night for sure, I want people to focus who are doing the experiment. I want people to focus on their cosmic Christed star family and say to yourselves, I am ready to have contact with my Christed cosmic star family. Can you come here and say hello? As simple as that. I want to see how many people have that happen. If you're really convicted into making that contact, breathe it, feel it, live it, get excited about it. And I'm closing my eyes to see if I can have any visions. But basically, if you do that, let's see how many of you can actually have that contact tonight. Like I said, it's an experiment. This is the first time I've done this. I think we're going to not even think about it. Tomorrow night, we're going to do a whole show about this. I'm going to make a video after tonight or tomorrow morning for tomorrow night on this whole thing.
I wish you guys could see how like brilliant it is here. I'll have to send it to you. I just recorded.
Yeah. Wow.
It's been going on for 6 minutes now, but
Oh, wow.
even the refraction is just crazy.
Was the refraction that colorful before?
No.
Okay.
So, oh, look at it just divided. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 or 7 cells. I literally just watched it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so the other evening too, I keep seeing a violet flame or a violet like portal
Violet
opening up.
flame? Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually am thinking, Jules, I think you're right. I think behind that is a large spaceship.
ooh.
So
So yeah,
here's what I'm actually getting what Jules is saying. I think it is a spaceship, a large one that is actually hiding and slightly decloaked.
Yeah, so I actually got an image of it the other night for the first time, and
Yeah, yeah,
it's purple. Um, but yeah, I mean, even this light, I feel like that light is almost gonna like pop or something. It's
yeah,
got
yeah,
ooh, and now
yeah.
there's like a doorway thing kind of right here. I wish you guys could see it as well as I could.
Yeah, that's as big as we can get the camera to go.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I can zoom in, but it's
Oh, look at that. Yeah, zoom in like that. Zoom. Yeah, there you go. Keep it there zoomed in. Look at that. Yeah, I see. Now, is there any cloudiness in the sky above there?
yeah, we do have some clouds right now.
And for some people are asking, what state are you located in?
I am in Georgia.
She's in Georgia. Okay. Maddie's in Montana. She's in Georgia.
I don't know if
And
you guys
Maddie
can hear
has.
the tapping change when you're talking. It's not like a steady pattern. It's changing up as we're talking.
Yeah, it's interesting. And Maddie, you have the or. Let's go back to Maddie for a minute. Let's do this here. Maddie, you have the orbs happening where you are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
Maddie
do.
had some really cool refraction as well. I saw.
Yeah, and there's more over this way. So back here, that really bright one is Venus, but there's some over here too. Hopefully you can see
Right.
it. And there's one up here.
I know you can see them, Maddie, where you are. I don't see them. I see the Venus, but I can't. It's just
Okay,
the way it
look,
is with the
that one's
cameras.
Venus,
That's
and then
Venus.
and then that one is a flashing, glowing, different one.
Oh, I do see one there. There's one there by itself. Go back to that. Go back up a little bit. Yeah, I do see it's very light, but I can see that object there. I do see it. Yeah. You're watching Encounters. We're doing an experiment tonight. We're going to do a wholehearted broadcast tomorrow night about contacting our space family on the program. And it's going to be a collective effort where we get hundreds of people here all focused on one thing, contacting your space family. I think that's what we're going to call it. Yep.
Ooh, I don't like that. Now they're at the front of the house.
Mm-hmm. And I want to bring Eddie back up on the screen
I got
here.
my window open.
And Eddie, what are you feeling? I know you're there. What are you feeling with everything going on right now as we're doing this?
I feel like a lot of people that are here are gonna have a lot of you guys are gonna have dreams. The ones that aren't having physical experiences. Some of you are having getting insights, information, downloads as we call them. Yeah, 'cause it's not always physical where everybody's going to be able to run outside and see something, but you guys will experience, and you'll have a lot more to share tomorrow night for sure. Whether it's in your dreams or whether it's sitting still, you'll end up having something to share for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's well a question. I think so some of you, as we're doing this experiment, excuse me, when you go to sleep tonight, just make sure before you go to sleep, all of you, that you say that I wish to have my Christed cosmic star family connect with me tonight while I'm sleeping. Say it with
I'll tell you what
conviction,
happened.
say it with meaning. Oh, what were you going to say, Eddie?
This is what happened to me. My door was shut when we first started, and my door is open. It's cracked open now.
Oh, now let me ask you a question. Oh, wow. Let me ask you a question about that. That door was shut, and the lock was locked to the door, right?
No, the door was just shut because
It was shut.
Robin's asleep like three rooms down. So I shut it so so I don't bother her. But when we started this, as soon as we started this, and as soon as you started talking about it, my door opened, and
His
that's why
door opened.
I looked that way.
Can you point to the door right now?
Yeah, I'll
The
show
camera
you.
to the so the door. That door was closed, folks. He's going right near it. He wasn't even near the door. When we started doing this,
Still
the door
moving.
opened.
It's still moving.
Wait, let's look at the door. Let's watch it. He's not touching the door. Let's see if it moves. I want you to ask Eddie,
It's moving.
is there a star being pushing the door? Let's see what happens.
It's
Let's
moving.
focus on the okay, I'm gonna have you. You're right there. Can you say if you're a star being that's close, can you push the door open more? Can you push the door open a little bit more? Let's see if it does it. Can you push it open more?
Sorry about my cat.
Oh, that's your
It's
cat.
moving.
Okay, it's probably hmm.
But my door was like this. My door was like that. And see it, look, it's
Yeah,
hard to open.
right. So the
I had to
door, there's no
physically
wind
open.
blowing the door open. Nothing.
No.
So that is documented here on the show too. Now, as we're doing this experiment, Eddie's door opened up all by itself. And Eddie's had contact with the star people, the space people. So when you had that happen, what did you feel? Because you're right there. Can you explain the feeling you got when that happened? Did you feel there was a visitation happening?
Well,
Wait a
I
minute.
live in South Dakota. They're all around us all the time, so it's not, for me, it's not unusual.
Yeah,
But in my house, yeah, it's a little bit.
yeah,
I'm not. That was not
yeah.
normal.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't normal because that just documents that this is working. I don't know how the space people are going to contact everybody here, but I do believe that if everyone's focused, they're having some people are having experiences. Molly says she saw the door move when we're on live here, so that's documented evidence that they can actually come and cloak themselves and say they're here. They could have been there, and they could be watching. They could be in the room right now with you and not even be
Absolutely.
visible.
Absolutely.
I would say that they came in the door, through the door, and they're there right now. I can't prove it. I'm not going to try to, but I think that's happening right now. And I think you sense something going on right now, too, the
I
way you're
did.
looking.
Well, I did earlier too because it was, I can, from the window I can hear it was really windy, and then as soon as we started all this, all the wind stopped. So it can't be
Interesting.
and we don't have a draft in this house. This house isn't
Yeah,
drafty. It's not,
yeah.
yeah.
Peggy
So
says she saw the door move, too. A couple of people saw the door move. And he was right here with me on the screen, and the door moves. So very interesting. And the cat was mowing because I think cats are very perceptive. You know, I
That
think they
cat has
are.
a mouth all the time.
I think Jenny, your cat's perceptive.
I think
This
he's
is
on the spectrum.
yeah, I think so. My cat once saw a space being come through our window, and then all three of us, my daughter, my wife, myself, we were watching something on TV, a program, and I saw it myself, a body of gold, translucent body, beautiful body, come through the window, and we all looked up, and I said, "Wait a minute!" And then it went through the wall and disappeared. Yeah. So I think this is a great experiment. We're gonna, focus. I know some people are trying to see what's happening here, and we're doing an experiment on encounters tonight. And I'd say Eddie inspired me with his comment earlier, and we're really convicted to have our star people come here and make themselves known. So let's do this thing, and let's continue doing it like a mantra where we say Om or You. Let's do the mantra of contact. And let's make contact with our space family here on TikTok on encounters. Let's see the space people come forth that are the Christed beings of light that we know. The Arcturians, the Palladians, the Anunnaki, the Syrians, the Andromedans, and other civilizations of light that you are connected to. Everyone out there watching this, you do have a star connection. You do have a family out there. You do have people from another planet that you're connected to, whether you realize it or not. Every single person out here watching the show has a connection. You all do, you know. Uh, Jules says, I see something behind Eddie. That could be, Captain. You might be right. Something else might happen here. I know something big is going to happen here tonight. I just don't know what it is. Lyrans, too. The Lyrans. Yes, thank you for mentioning the Lyrans. I got a feeling, too, something major is going to happen here before 1 o'clock.
Commander, I was gonna say real quick, so back here, I'll let you know when it comes, but there's a very creepy red and white one that flashes. I don't know if it's a drone or what it is, but it does morph, but it gives me the creepiest, most icky feeling, and if it comes lurking, I will let you know so you guys can see it. It has the
also put
energy.
a protection around yourself. Put a shield around you if you don't have one. A shield of light. Just say to yourself that I am that Christed being of light, Maddie, and that'll definitely suffice and help you that way, so that nothing else comes and gets attracted to what we're doing here on my show. What we're doing for the 242 people, I know some of you are new here. We're doing an experiment tonight. We're going to do a full-fledged thing tomorrow night. We're doing an experiment to make contact on TikTok, wherever we are around the world, wherever we're in a room, a log cabin, a tent. We're here to make contact now with our star family to tell them we are ready. We are here. We are ready. We're all ready to do this thing. We're ready to make the contact. We're ready to have the interaction, and, we know about the stories of people that are having individual contacts all over the world. But we are ready. Rose says, who was you talking to Star? Talking to Star. And Jenny's saying, who's in our live here with us, I got a notification today that there's a cloaked ship over my building for protection now. Interesting, Jenny. Interesting. I really think it's time for us to initiate on our end an invite to our individual locations
Commander,
of our star
look,
family.
do you see the red one back there? If you
Let me go
zoom in,
back.
can
I'm
you
bringing on the
see it?
screen
Maybe I
here.
can
Let's
get a little
see.
closer.
Okay.
See the way it flashes?
Oh yeah, there's like a red circular object there. It's very light. Oh, the one up there, the little thing.
Nope. You'll see.
Right in the center.
Hold on. Right there. Not that one.
Right there. Yeah, just blinking it. There it is.
See, there's multiple blinking.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, now I see it. What is that?
And they communicate with each other. I swear to God they do. See, that one will blink, and then one of them is
I saw that.
I don't know. I just know that the red one gives me the heebie-jeebies for sure.
Yeah, see the one that's blinking, that's going above the planet there, that's in the distance? That's Venus, right?
Yep, so the really bright one is Venus.
And look,
And
let's
then
stay there.
the three that are
That blinking
flashing
light
at
is
each
going
other.
past it. Look at the blinking light.
Yeah.
Now that blinking light is... Okay, now it's... there it is. It's still blinking. It's coming back. It's there. It's like above Venus. There, it's away from Venus.
So that one is Venus, and then... So the red one, it circles the actual orbs. It, circles around them.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. What's that? Is that a Venus? Those two lights there?
That one is Venus. Hold on.
What are those lights on the ground from somebody's house?
Okay, yeah, those ones are someone's lights.
Okay.
That one is Venus, and then the ones that are flashing.
Now there's one up there. You can just see it. There's a lightly colored
that one is an orb. Then the ones that flash around it, I don't know what they are. I just know that they have a creepier, darker energy.
Yeah.
See,
well, you
there
can
it is.
protect yourself from that.
Ooh, I hate it. And it just, has the worst energy, and it doesn't like to be watched or seen. It will actively avoid it, actually. See?
I'm sure that the orbs or the energies of the orbs are aware of you, obviously aware of you. So it seems like as we do this experiment, what we're doing for the 247 or 50 people here, I'm doing a precursor to a large show tomorrow night where we're going to spend the time Friday night to make contact with our space family. We're doing this a little bit tonight. I know some of you are just coming in here. I'll be making a promotional video for tomorrow night's show. And I'm telling you, man, I do believe we can make contact. You know? And there are homes below the level. Those are from the lower level of the ground. But up in the space area where she's going into the darkness is where she is seeing the orbs. There's something there. What's that thing there? That's right there. Is that one of the orbs? Maddie, right there?
Sorry, Commander. So yeah, that one is the orb.
Can we go back
That
to the orb
one's
and
Venus,
just keep...
and then down there are the lights from the neighbors.
Yeah, let's go back to the orb. Where's the orb?
And then that one is the orb.
Okay. And this is Encounters. I'm your host, CmdrAleon. My friend Eddie's here with Star Knowledge Conference, and he had something happen when we did this. His door, which was closed, opened by itself while we were starting up this contact with our star family. And for those that want to participate, 251 of you, I'll be a little bit repetitious because of some of you just here saying what's going on. We are doing an experiment. I want people just coming in here to close your eyes. I want you to take a couple deep breaths, turn your brain off, and I want you to do this. And do it with conviction, like you really mean it. So how many of you want to connect with your star family? This is just a precursor to a show we're going to do tomorrow night. And if you want to contact your star family, you have to believe that you can do it. You have to have conviction that you can do it. You have to have feeling and meaning and the whole thing, emotion, the whole caboodle. So if you want to contact your star family, we're going to do it. You're going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I don't know if it's going to happen between now and before 1 o'clock, but it's going to happen. Hey, Gabby, good to see you. Everybody coming. Orion, welcome. Everyone coming in here. So we are doing an experiment, and I don't know. I can't tell who's doing it and who's not doing it. The ones that are doing it, you know, if you are seeing something or if there's been a visitation by your star family coming into your home, your cabin, let me know. Come on up here. Let me know that you're having that contact. If you had something happen as we're doing this and they came right through your wall and some Arcturians in your room.
Someone was flashing a flashlight at me and I just got an ooky feeling, so...
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you doing that.
I'll give you a little context too about the door. So earlier today, my back door where I let the dogs out, I got on a fixing binge because my back door was sticking. So I fixed it so the back door wouldn't stick anymore. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna check the other doors. And this door, some of the screws were loose on the door. And as soon as I fixed it, then the door started sticking. So that's why I can't. If I shove it hard, it'll shut. But
yeah,
when I tighten the screws on the door, I guess the top of the door and the top of the door they're hitting each other. So now it's sticking really hard. So I didn't have to shut it all the way to close it. So I didn't shut it. Otherwise it would have slammed. But it's still real stuck. And so when it opened, I was like, that's impossible.
Right.
It's impossible just for it to open just the way it is, because it's sticking to itself.
Yeah. And that's why it's documented and it's recorded. And if the TikTok fixes their thing and this show is able to be downloaded on YouTube, I'm going to download it on YouTube. Hopefully by morning, I'm going to test. I'm giving TikTok a chance to fix my thing, or the universe to fix it. But I think we have some people that are really dedicated. I know Gabby was asking, what's happening. And Gabby, what I want you to do is focus with your eyes closed, take a deep breath a few times, and then all the new people coming in here, the various people that have been in here, we're trying to not only try to do it, be convicted, have conviction that you can connect with your star family, whoever they are. You know who they are, or you think they are. You have the power, all of you, to make that contact. We have to have confidence in our own abilities in order to utilize our abilities, right? We've been so involved in being programmed on this planet, we've forgotten that we have the ability to make contact with our star family because we've been deluged with bills and paying taxes and whatever. But tonight we can focus on this. This is a beginning. This is something fresh. It's something new that we've never done, And if we all do it together, we can make that whole thing possible. Matter of fact, let me see here. Speaking of possibilities.
Commander, real quick, I would like to say to the people in the comments, the reason why I find the red one creepy is because it's not an orb and it's not a spacecraft. I don't know what it is. It's some type of creepy drone that morphs and gives an icky energy. I think it's man-made. I don't
so
know
if it is, you can get rid of it. You want to get rid of it? Wouldn't you like to get rid of the icky orb?
Yeah, I would, because it pings the worst low energy frequency at me, and the dog hears it too. When I take him outside with me, it also creeps out the dog.
It could be our own green beans that are doing that with that specific thing. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking about this, but between now and tomorrow night, I'll let you know about it. I'll focus on you. I think maybe at some point before the end of the show, we'll send some energy over there to send it away.
Yes, I would really appreciate that, because it's.
I think we will.
Yeah,
there was the Duke.
I was going to say though. I forgot though.
Duke, welcome to the broadcast, brother.
I'm going to get off there so we can share the panel. But thank you guys, and I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna go outside.
If anything weird happens, let me know.
Absolutely.
If a space person decides to decloak in the room, please let us know. All right, Eddie, I'm going to bring you down, brother. Thank you. So we have Maddie, Lizzie, Jenny, and Duke of Edinburgh. Welcome, brother. I hope he's still there. You still there? Hello? All right. I'm not sure what happened to the person that I brought up here.
All right, I've got my shoes on, and we are gonna go outside. And just see if we can see anything. Come on, baby girl.
I'm just seeing. Oh, I got a couple requests. I'm going to bring two more people up here. Let's see. What did I do? Bring Leica. Leica, where is she? Sandra. We don't usually have this many people on here, but I'm doing this because we're doing this really important thing tonight. I want to introduce people to Sandra. And Leica disappeared. I don't have Leica. Is Leica there? Wait a minute, Leica. Let's see. Where is Leica? Leica, you were there. I think you wanted to come up. Let's see. This other person keeps spinning. Let me bring them down.
Sally's no longer with us.
Hey, Sandra, you there?
She had only been a Christian for a short while, less than a year.
Okay, I think we.
Work invited her to church.
Wait a minute.
About the Lord was.
I don't know. All right, that was weird. Anyway, we're doing the show Encounters, and we have some of our friends of the show, Jenny, Lizzie, and Maddie. And we want people to know that tomorrow night we're going to really do, in the first hour, we're going to do a whole thing with contact. Let's see. And let me see if they can come up. We want to get up to 100,000. We only have, we're going to be out of here at 1 o'clock. So we have 53,000. We need to get to 100,000. So please tap on the screen, everybody, if you will. Please follow me and please press the like button. Let me see here. And I'm going to bring.
Tell us more about the surveillance drones. Are they military or what are they? Because it watches me every night. It watches me and it circles the orbs too.
Yeah, those are military. Those are ours. They're monitoring the orbs. They can't do anything to the orbs, but they are monitoring them. And I know that my friends Ray and Mary are having stuff. Ray, I'm going to see if I can bring them on camera. Thank you so much for the roses. So Mary and Ray, Mary, since we've been doing this from the start, now my friend Eddie had a door open as soon as we started doing this. Anything happening over where you are when we started doing this?
Actually, one of the ships up above me started lighting up a little more.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, and that's an affirmation, right? That's an affirmation of something real that happened, Mary. So that's really beautiful. Yeah. So that's really cool.
I would really like to. Can I give Maddie some advice?
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's this vibration on YouTube, and it's called "How to Get Rid of Bad ETs," and it's called the Zapper. It stops that vibration coming through. That low vibration that she's feeling, it stops that, blocks it. So
yeah, definitely. Every time it's near, I get brain fog, like a zapping feeling in my brain. I'm just like, oh, like I just got hit by a bus or something.
Oh, have you ever heard of what is that thing that the military people were using? Something. Havana syndrome. Have you ever heard of Havana syndrome?
Yes, I was thinking that when she.
That's what that is. So it happens to me every so often. So I have to play that vibration. I think any kind of vibration would block it. So
yeah. Good advice. Good advice, Mary. I've heard about that.
Yeah, my black tourmaline helps, but I was so excited to show you the other orbs, I forgot to bring it with me.
That's right. And just remind people, we're at 57.3. If everybody taps on my side of the screen and keeps tapping, we will get up to 100,000 people up there. So we need to do that. You know, and I'm in one of these modes tonight where I want to find out what people have been experiencing. Let's see. Duke wants to come back up. I don't know what happened to him before. And we'll see what happens on TikTok here. Duke, welcome back.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
And how things happen where you are. As we're doing this experiment, I know there's a lot of energy in the room right now in the broadcast. When we started doing the experiment, were you also participating at that point in terms of focusing on your star family?
Oh, yes, I do focus on them. And when I joined the live, I'm actually sitting outside right now, and the sky is alive. People, I'm telling you, the sky is alive. Like, so I'm seeing so many moving lights, and I see airplanes passing, and the lights are different. And the other ones I see, they are completely silent, and they move very fast, and they are really high up in the sky.
Wow. See. And can you tell people where you're located? I think where you. I don't remember where you are. I think at the moment.
I'm in Regina, Saskatchewan, in
Saskatchewan.
Canada.
Saskatchewan. Oh, Canada. That's right. Yeah. And where you are, there is plenty of beautiful sky at night where you are. So that's a great thing. So everyone's in different places, but everyone's having different experiences with this. Grateful Love says, how do we know if we got dimensional memories? Well, I think once we get this going tomorrow night, when we really go into this, you're going to remember, and hopefully there'll be contact that some of you will have with your star families. And my biggest hope is that if we really dig into this tomorrow night for the first hour, I think it's going to be phenomenal. I mean, it's always going to be phenomenal, but we'll be able to manifest the reality of this connection. I really do believe we can do that. All of us. New people to my broadcast encounters, people that have been with me for years here, for the 3 years I've been here. So we're getting up to 1241. We're at 64.7. We need to make it up to 100,000 before 1 a.m. Can we do it? If everybody, this is what I call the conviction of manifesting a reality. We create that reality by making it happen. We don't, if someone says, let's do this, let's make this happen, we can sit there and listen to the person and say, make this happen. Or if we all tap on the screen, right, that makes it happen. So as you tap on the screen, you'll see those numbers in the top right go up. We're that close to 100,000 right now. We're at 66.6. If everybody has a hand out there, taps the screen, we'll be at 100,000 in 5 minutes. Look at that. Look at the numbers. You create the reality. Just like I say, we can contact our space people if we really, really believe we want to. We all can do that. We can all make the contact. We don't have to wait. I mean, you can make your individual contact with your star family if they come from the Lyrans, whether it be Syrians, Arcturians, Andromedans. We all have a connection to the stars, and we all have a family out there. So wouldn't it be beautiful if we all make this and manifest it? If we all can manifest that connection, wouldn't it be beautiful? It is beautiful,
I
But
came outside to see if I could see anything, but there's too much light pollution.
Yeah, if you got the light pollution, that's gonna cause something. But if you can get out to a field somewhere, like I'm in a country area. Well, downtown is not really more. It's a small town, Old Town Center. But if we go like to the east of the town, there's plenty of farms and open space, and we can find a place where it's totally less light polluted. So you find that space where you can be, you can start manifesting that contact,
I'm going to manifest it anyway.
Yeah, that's right. That's the point. I'm going to manifest it anyway. See what she just said? I am going to manifest it anyway. If everybody says that, that's a conviction that you're going to make it happen. That's absolutely great. That's a great way of putting it.
Commander.
Absolutely.
Commander, please, can you bring me on the screen? I want to show this light.
Yeah, let me do that. Let me see. I'm going to bring you on the screen here. And now you're on the big screen. So here we go.
Okay. Let me try to zoom in if I can. Oh.
Nope. There you go.
Oh. I don't know if you can see it. I don't really know how to use this, so to zoom and...
Oh, the camera? Wherever it is in the sky, just face it towards that object, and then we can all take a look.
Okay, I've tried debunking the tapping everywhere.
Yeah. The tapping is what we're hearing right now, right?
Yeah, I can't debunk it.
So it's not raindrops hitting the metal or something.
No, I've tried pressing on everything like this, thinking that it's coming from here. I've tried pressing here, the camera, the light box.
And Lissy, tell all my audience where you're located.
I'm in Georgia.
She's in Georgia again. Okay. So she's been having tapping going on. Now the tapping, was it getting stronger when we started doing this?
it started when we started doing this.
The tapping started when we started. Interesting.
Yeah, and then it like I've had it on my front door or even my window. So, ooh, wow, the clouds just opened up too.
Yeah. It sounds like a dripping sound, but you're right there at your home, and it sounds like a dripping sound. Were you able to locate where the tapping's coming from?
No, I put my ear to the siding. What is that?
You don't have any air conditioning on or any kind of mechanism on in the house?
No, I don't have any. That's the other thing. My house is, I don't know if you can hear, besides the tapping, it's dead quiet because when my home flooded, I don't have any HVAC.
Okay.
So.
All right. This is just because we have questions, and this way you can give an answer.
No, I'll try to debunk this and continue to try to debunk it.
Right. She's trying to debunk it.
Heard, that's
Edinburgh. Now this is really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I'm going to bring him back up. He was on here and then he disappeared. Strange things are happening.
Just picked up again.
I don't know what happened, brother. You just disappeared. I thought you went off by us somehow, or I didn't touch anything. Oh, that's really weird.
Ooh, there's something in the tree.
Duke in Saskatchewan in Canada, I just brought him up and he now just disappeared. What the heck is going on here? Hold on a minute. I'm going to bring him up again. I'm going to try to do this. I think there's things happening here. Duke, are you with me?
I'm here, Commander.
Okay, my hands are right here. I thought maybe you went down or something. What happened? What the heck is going on here, man? Everybody saw that.
No, it was a motorcycle or a motorbike.
Motorcycle.
Oh.
But everybody just witnessed when I bring Duke up, he's being taken off of the live. He's just like disappearing. And this is all being recorded. This is all being documented. You know?
Commander, I wanted to share with you, not last night, but the night before when I was trying to record the creepy one. I actually got sound effects of a growling, really creepy, like alien sound, and I can play that for you. And then I wanted to show you what the orb looks like up close. I sent the pictures to myself on Instagram on my other phone, so I can show you guys on the phone.
Okay, I'll bring you up on here on the big screen.
I almost tripped on that cord.
Hey, Lizzie.
Yeah.
I know. Actually, Lizzie, you have the pictures, right? Maddie, you're the one with the pictures?
Yep, I have the pictures.
Okay.
Lizzie, that tapping that you're having, tell it to leave Jesus' name and see what happens.
Any negative energy, anything that's not of love and light, anything that is not of Christ and God, Trinity, anything that does not wish peace and love on this planet, this earth, and this home, you are not welcome and you must leave.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm bringing another person up here. This is the biggest night I've ever bring up more than one person. And once in a while, folks, I'll do this. Becky, welcome to Encounters, and this has been a pretty wild night so far. They're on pause. They wanted to... hey, good evening. How are you, Becky? Hello?
That one's
Did you want to come up on our live, or...?
No.
Okay, let me bring you down. I'm sorry about that. How did that
Sorry,
happen?
Becky.
Look, they're in the guest queue. I don't even keep control of the guest queue. So let's see here. All right, let's see. and Maddie's going to show us something. And can you narrate what we're looking at?
Okay, so can you see the rainbow colors, or do I need to dim the brighting a little bit?
Um,
Ooh, 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 ooh.
What's going on? Yeah, if you dim the brighting a little bit, that's probably a good idea.
Okay,
Whoops.
one moment. Okay, do you see now?
Yeah, there's colors surrounding the light. Does everybody else
Yeah.
see any color?
Yes, a
Okay.
little bit.
I can send you the video later. The one that really freaks me out, though, I was gonna play for you the audio of the creepy drone, whatever it is, I don't know, the growling that I heard while I was trying to record it last night. Do you want to
That's
hear
not
it?
good. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Go ahead, go for it.
Okay, one moment. It's kind of hard to hear, so what you're going to try to listen for is the growly gurgle sound before the train whistle and then after.
All right. You're watching Encounters.
Volume down.
And we have another roughly 5 minutes of broadcasting until tomorrow night.
Can you hear it? Here. Did you hear the growly rumble sound or no?
Just for like a moment I heard it. You want to play it one more time?
Yep, and then after the train whistle, you'll hear a little bit of a quieter one.
Okay.
Just got hit by a bug.
Did you hear it?
I heard somebody like moving a pencil or something. Like.
No, that's the tapping. I'm not sure, but that's not my tapping.
Yeah, I can mute it, but there's something coming in. I don't know if you guys can hear it right now. You hear it?
F-Pine, your microphone's off. F-Pine, your mic. There you go.
Lizzie needs the microphone because I can't hear it over that tapping that Lizzie's.
Hey, Lizzie, I'm going to mute your mic for a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Maybe if I put the... Hold on. Okay.
Oh, I heard that. Oh, yeah, we heard that. We all heard that.
Creepy, huh?
Yeah, it sounded like somebody burping almost.
Yeah.
You know what it sounded like? It sounded like it was coming from a different dimension.
What's weird is I asked ChatGPT to analyze it, and I have all the charts and everything, and it's so creepy. It concluded it was not a human sound, and when it translated what it said, because I tried not to be seen by it, it said, "We see you, vessel."
We see you, vessel.
And I was so creeped out by that because I always try not to be seen by it because it just creeps me out really, really bad.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, folks, we're coming close to 1 o'clock, and this is just a predecessor to what we're going to do tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I'm definitely making the video, so we're going to do a lot of things tomorrow night. But tomorrow night on the show, we're definitely going to really focus on meditation, on contact with our star family, and seeing if we can manifest them to come into our room, wherever we are. I don't care if you're in a mountaintop on a cabin or whether you're in a tent for 2 weeks in a big tent with the ability to get on TikTok. Howard, welcome to the show. Howard, you here? Howard? Okay, I have no idea what that was all about, but they are, whatever they were doing, man, they're out there. So,
Oh, poor Commander.
We're that. Good thing I've been broadcasting for all these years. I know what to do. And you know what? We'll end the night with a good laugh. What the heck? You know what I mean? Who knows? Now I'm taking a look here, and then let's see who we have here. So we're definitely gonna close it down pretty much in the next minute or two. I want to thank all my friends, all the viewers, Maddie, Liz, Half Pint, Jenny. I want to thank you all. I want to thank Eddie, who's watching the show, who had something happen at the beginning where the door he had closed just opened up. He went to the door. It was still moving a little bit when we started doing the contact with our space family. So I think that we can manifest this reality. I know that Ray and Mary have physical contact, and they've had that contact since I've known them. It's increased. The contact started lightly, but it certainly has manifested for them. It's just something it's a part of their life now. So it's a manifestation of reality, and I think we're all bound to have that. And that I want to try to teach people, including myself, to be more direct about wanting to meet my space family, wanting to be more accurate, wanting to be more vigilant about it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I want to give everybody the chance to make a final comment, which I always do. I treat everybody equally on the show here on Encounters. We'll go with Maddie, and then we'll pass the baton around to the rest of the people.
Okay, I wish everybody a lot of love and light, success on your mission, and remember your mission. And I'm so proud of everyone. I really am. It takes guts to be able to not be embarrassed. Even I get embarrassed of things like this sometimes. So, but I love you guys, and great job, everyone.
Yeah, really. Maddie, thank you. I appreciate you. We'll go to Jenny Baby and then to Lizzie and Half Pint.
Well, thank you for having me tonight. I'm sure I'll have something wonderful to share with you tomorrow.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I'm never embarrassed. I was baptized in humiliation. I'll be your huckleberry anytime you need a volunteer.
Oh, good. I like that. And then Lizzie, it's your turn.
Yes. Did you just say my name?
Yeah. We're doing final comments before the show signs off. And what would you like?
I wanted to tell everyone, bless you, and thank you for letting me share. There, a huge fog just rolled in, and I one quick last thing I was going to ask: does anybody else experience that when they definitely feel activity or vibration? The other thing is too, I'll experience like just certain leaves or like branches will move, almost like the tree is like waving at you. But none of the other branches or trees or leaves will wave, and it's almost like bloody Sasquatch is in there like shaking the leaves at you, and it's really interesting when it happens. And I know everything's alive, but does anybody else experience? I'll get this super thick fog that will roll in and almost just drop like straight to the ground, and I'll feel like enveloped in it, and the whole world will go very quiet. And I don't know if anyone else has experienced. It's waving. Okay, so bird lover Diane, that's very interesting you say that, because I actually didn't, I don't want to say that I didn't believe in them, but it was more far-fetched for me to believe in that energy. And while we were on this evening and I had shined my light up, I saw some, I don't know, but I have been registering with that vibration or frequency, and seeing things that definitely would match up with that type of energy. So
yeah, that's because you're opening up to what happened tonight. Is your consciousness is going galactic. Your consciousness is opening up to a much wider space than it was before. So we thank you, Lizzie, for sharing that too.
No, I appreciate you guys very much. And April, I will talk to you later. I feel the trees are breaking up.
No matter what, and I can't keep track of how many people, when we started this thing, how many people really dug in and did the experiment. I know some probably didn't, but that's okay, and some did. I'm very curious to know by tomorrow night how many people, when they sleep tonight, are going to have physical contact with their star family. I get this feeling that some of you are going to have contact when you're sleeping, They're going to come in and nothing to be, God bless you, nothing to be afraid of. They're going to somehow wake you up physically in your room and gently show themselves to you. And they're going to be human. They're looking just like us. They'll be taller. I want people to keep notations. If you have activity tonight overnight when you're sleeping and they come to you, do not be afraid. You know, do not be afraid. And Half Pint, what would you and Ray like to say?
We just want to tell everybody we love them and just keep up the good work. And I have a picture, if you would like to show it, off of my TikTok of Jesus.
Okay, definitely. We can to say again. What was the picture?
I just got it last night. It was a picture of Jesus, and it showed. I also have a picture on there of his chromium ship that came
Oh,
in right above.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Commander, I'm sorry, real quick. My head feels really icky. I was wondering if
Okay.
you could just do a little like zap to get rid of whatever happened out there.
Okay. Let me bring her on the camera before we do go off of here. I'm going to bring you on the large screen. Let's see here. Let me do this if I can. I'm going to do this here. Okay. Can you come on camera,
I kind
Maddie?
of look like, yeah, I kind of look like crap, but yeah, I
Don't
guess
worry
so.
about it. You'll be
Okay,
fine.
hold on one
We'll
second.
do this real. I'll do a quick one.
Okay. I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Sorry, I've been crying today. It's not the biggest deal in the world. It just I don't like the oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay, I was saying
Let me.
I don't like the feeling. It feels like someone
Yeah.
zapped my brain. Like, you know
Right.
how some medications, like if you don't take them, you get brain zaps?
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels like that.
All right. We're going to do this thing. I want you to close your eyes, Maddie, and I'm going to help you out. Um, Give me a second, folks. We're going to do this thing here. I want you to close your eyes. That's really important. I want you to take a couple of deep breaths in and release through your nostrils until you feel really relaxed. I'm going to switch into my space consciousness for a few minutes. All right. I'm going to put my hands over your head. Your eyes are still open, but we have to get them
I'm
closed.
sorry. Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. Nothing to be sorry about. In a minute, you're going to feel the energy. You have to breathe in and just breathe out of your nostrils as you have your eyes closed. Just relax. Everything's good. Relax, relax, relax. Nothing to worry about. No worries. I'm starting to feel the aura around your head. In a minute, I'm going to shoot beams of light between the top of your head and around the sides of your head. I'm starting to send really hot energy coming through my hands. And you start feeling something in a minute. It's getting really warm. It's getting very warm. You start feeling it in a moment. Tell me when you feel it. I'm now shooting the
I
beams around
especially
your
feel
head.
it on my temple right here.
Yes. What I'm going to do is put a beam. I'm going to put a bodysuit around you tonight. It's going to be permanent. I'm going to start layering the bodysuit, the light suit around you. Keep your eyes closed. And you're going to see layers of the energy going around your body. We're now going lower, around your shoulders.
Ooh, I feel it in my feet.
Yes, the energy is very strong. I'm putting a bodysuit on you. You're going to feel it on your feet. You're going to feel it all over. Basically, this is a very, very comfortable suit. It's invisible. I'm also protecting you permanently. And before we sign off, I'm going to do one other thing. Right now, keep your eyes closed. I'm shooting beams of light outside your house towards that drone or whatever it is. I'm going to shoot beams of light towards that drone to chase it away. If it's our own green beans, I don't know what'll happen. But anyway, I'm going to try to get rid of it. Keep your eyes closed. I'm sending two streams of light that are separated from my hands, from my palms, out of your house into the sky to get that particular object. I'm now amplifying the light energy around your body. I'm also sending beams of light to go in all your rooms and clear all the energies. I'm going to amplify the Christed energies of light within every room, from the attic to the ground floor. And a bubble of light, putting a bubble of light, like a dome, invisible dome around your property. Give me a second, almost finished. Okay, you may open your eyes, Maddie.
How do you do that? My legs especially, it feels like I'm wearing like cold latex. It's the weirdest sensation.
Yeah, you have a spacesuit on you now that nobody can see. It's a beam. It's a protection shield. It will totally shoot out energy if anything that is of a lower vibrational energy. ET tries to come near your property. It will actually it will make them go away. It'll actually reject their energy. They're going to be forced out. They won't be able to get near you.
Thank you so much, Commander. I really appreciate it. And I can say I'm a true believer now. I really do feel it. I feel less anxious and my head feels, my head feels better.
Oh, good. So that's, see, and look at that. I can see the glow in her face too.
Yeah,
always.
more cheeky, more redness.
It's good. I'm glad I stayed on to do that. It's 107. So, yeah, I want to thank you, Maddie, everybody, Half Pint, everybody. Please follow me and like. We did 105,000. We got there. Tonight, we had 2,700 people watch the show since we came on at 10 minutes after 11 p.m. Eastern. I want to thank you all for being here. We'll be back tomorrow night. I'll be doing a recording for the show tomorrow night, and you'll see it on TikTok. Everybody, thanks for participating. Thanks for being here. I love you all, and have a great night, everybody.
Good night.